atone for your own birth through interdimensional dancing. Well, I know one who has. Have you ever been born from projectors who treat you as a screen? Yet inside's every archetype that there has ever been. Shortly before the close of the celestial business day, a group of part-time monks caucused in the woods and said they weren't gonna let this reality unfold in the way the fearful masses said they should. And the spell shall harm none who do not ask to be harmed. Reenactors of private house quite often violate the song. Shortly before the dawn of the singularity, the day that makes us spawn, time was algorithm that extends beyond its own creation to form a biotech sexual relation. And the spell shall both men who do not ask to be born. It is the task of those who do not move to mourn. Of all the handcrafted pieces that go into a soul, the ones we share are the ones that make us whole. Our temporary divisions are mirrors that we hold to create enough illusion for our stories to be told. And the loop reveals the old. Icebergs will flow into apathetic rivers in a race to the bottom with our sisters who are drowning their own livers. Soon we will deceive urban survivalists for their stocks of provisions. Obsolescence never brought up in their sensory-deprived religions. Karmic debts are downplayed during episodes of imminent extinction. So forgive me in advance if my violence earns me stains of great distinction. which is why I treasure every moment spent alone, you and me. In the black of night, the pyramid of stone reflects the moon upon the final acorn, hoarded in the golden age so long ago. Like a paragon of knowledge we were not meant to know. In this world of fixers and gamblers, if you know fixers and gamblers, there's no remorse for anything they've done. Life goes on, but there are infinite off-ramps. Hands off, the wheel are wrong. Hands off, the wheel are prey. Tires turn and we drift away. When hands on the wheel are gone. A certain way that we want things to go, a certain path for reality to flow. If it harms none but warriors in the same war, if it harms none but gamblers on the same floor, claim it, name it, give it, and live it. I will claim this confidence. I strap it on and I win, win, win. I will claim this confidence. Strap it on and I win, win, win. I win, win, win. I win. Please insert this universe into my urethra. I will gestate it deep inside and piss it out complete. I moonlight as a celestial incubator. I keep an egg sac deep inside of me. Once a year I burst like a volcano and shoot out a 37-foot wide stream of pee. son, how many elves are there in religion? Well, son, there are officially 48 elves in religion. Well, at least in continental religion. Gonna pee behind the amps to prove my worth. Gonna stick my dick in a bondage smurf. Gonna get myself pregnant with my own birth. The custom-built womb drain my whole net worth. My whole net worth. There are 48 elves in continental religion. Stinky and Slurpy and Davy and Shitface, Two-Tone and Sex Clone and Billy One and Bucklace. A whole shitload more that nobody remembers than the big four: Bob, Rick, Eggs, and September. There are 48 elves in continental religion. Daddy, yes son, could you bring me a barbecued pigeon? Cause there are 48 elves in continental religion. And that's all that you need to know about that. Tiny hipsters. Tiny hipsters wearing tiny boutique clothes. Tiny hipsters driving little Hot Wheels cars. Tiny hipsters grow little tiny handlebar mustaches. Tiny hipsters rationalize their economic decisions by how their friends perceive them. Tiny hipsters. 700,000 of their eggs can hatch in the back of an abandoned Lada Niva. Tiny hipsters. The Brooklyn sewers are full of their rejected eggs. Tiny hipsters. Tiny hipsters make me dream of home. Tiny hipsters. The other day, one of them hit me up for $35. I offered him $28. He said, thanks, man. Thanks for nothing. Because I'm all or nothing. I'm not the chicken without the stuffing. I'm not the turkey without the meat. I'm gonna live in your basement couch for the next week. Tiny hipsters live on your basement couch for long periods of time. Tiny hipsters stand on top of each other in an interlocking stance. And now they're 5'3" in aggregate. And they're not putting up with none of your shit. Now they're 5'6" in aggregate. And they're not putting up with your bullshit. Tiny hipsters are big now. You could spank my little pig now. Tiny hipsters are big now. You can spank my little pig now.
seriously fuck your head over if you just say the word. She'll make you lose all sense of self and make you into one of her herd. She'll turn your will to live into a will to serve if you're a big enough herd. It's what I ask for, it's what I crave, 'cause I'm a rare, rare bird. She's actually one hell of a lover if she lets down her defenses enough. I never replace anyone above her, just gentle enough to be seriously rough. The dominatrix squeezing iron. The dominatrix squeezing iron. The dominatrix squeezing iron. The dominatrix squeezing iron. Cause I won't stand, nor will I sit through any more of this laying down and do me shit. Either we go at it like Klingons, or I walk on down the hall. She'll turn your love into divine abandonment if you say the word. She'll let you lose all sense of self and make you into one of her herd. She'll take away your will to survive and make you crave to be deprived of all your senses but the overloaded one. She'll take your will to get free and make you crave to be like me and lose all senses but the overloaded one. The dominatrix squeezing iron. The dominatrix squeezing iron. The dominatrix squeezing iron. The dominatrix squeezing iron.
So I like to buy my underwear in the women's section at Kmart, but they won't let me anymore. They say it's perverted. They say it's wrong for a man to be shopping for women's underwear for his own goddamn self in the women's section at Kmart. But I say, what the fuck is up with you? We live in a gender-neutral world now. At least we will in the near future. The binary is dead. Get with it. If you don't have an IQ over 115, you're going to be left behind in the information economy of the future, bucko.
Yes, yes, yes. I see you walking tall. Your pretty things, and you're on the line to get yourself to shine on.
My name is Agent Monday Morning, and I'm in the middle of a dragnet trying to stop me a butt boy who's smuggling cheap Chinese cellos in his lower intestine. He's got an army of Cambodians with completely cocks who wore Chinese cargo carriers with blackjack socks and anal bladders full of ranch dressing.
Talk to you and tell you the things that someone like you would love to hear. Let me whisper in your ear.
We chased the clandestine Cambodians halfway to Canberra, made them walk an improvised plank, didn't mean to scare ya, but I want to wear the 4-piece garter penny set with stockings you're so boldly rocking. Cause the managers at Kmart are just no fun. They won't let me buy panties, only boxers and shotguns. And the Katmonkeys long since tired of these shenanigans. So we're breeding a clonic army, a litter of 7 sons.
The chance I will show you and do you in a way.
We wore cocktail dresses and beehive wigs, liquored up and lacquered down like the 3 little pigs. Tight spikes on the bottom, leaking curly on the top, like Casnomi and Clara Rockmore dressing up as cops.
Don't you dare put those panties on your head. Our hired half-up goons are gonna fuck you dead in a backroom jail made of PVC pipe. A pile of bitches porn on a pallet for all bed.
I guess I missed my chance to make romance. I want you walk along, you is almost gone. You in my dreams, it seems. Done your deeds, you just gonna take off out the door.
Mama, it's okay. I can always pray the K away and bring it right back out at Bill when the preacher's on the hill.
Believe it or not, I'm taking the rage. Like the famous rapist on the newspaper page who wrote over on his Russian friends and put them in a cage.
Don't worry, Mama, it's okay. I can always pray the K away and bring it right back out at will when the preacher's on the hill.
I got a spirit ghost complication and I beat my bishop's heart.
Don't worry, Mama, I can always pray the K away and bring it right back out at will when the preacher's on the hill. Don't worry, Mama, it's okay. I can always pray the K away and bring it right back out at will when the preacher's on the hill. So don't worry, Mama, it's okay. I can always pray the K away and bring it right back out at will when I move in for the kill.
A non-dairy finish to an obstinate end. Managed dreams, convicted fiends for friends. I'll call you later when I come out from under Flynn.
Stop crying, Mama, it's okay. You were always into histrionics anyway. Sunday morning you pay the bill when the preacher's on the hill.
Someday, every significant corner's gonna have a statue of Howlin' Wolf that dispenses frozen yogurt for free to the people. In this post-reproductive all-adult society, sex breaks out at will. Dressed in nothing but plastic wrap and tired of taking your Puritan crap. Katmonkeys don't need weapons or guns to fight. We invade your dreams in the middle of the night. You masturbate furiously to get back to sleep. Pour milk in your pajama pants, that's what makes Katmonkeys dance. Buzzing at a Jones and Force for midnight creep. Pour milk in your pajama pants, that's what makes Katmonkeys dance. All good things are left to chance. Everything else is happenstance. Warm milk in your pajama pants. That's what makes Katmonkeys dance. When it's time to bust a move and get up to dance, don't get caught in a ungainly or buffalo stance. Warm milk in your pajama pants. That's what makes Katmonkeys dance.
One dominatrix I know dresses like the Blues Brothers. I'm pretty sure she's also on a mission from God. Her slave is a 72 Datsun who wants to be restored to factory specs, but is actually a nun sent by Google from the future back in time to study ancient sex. Gaze upon these abusive deities. 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 Deities. Gaze upon these, the world's greatest simulations of people who have their shit together. Just one fatal flaw to reach these great heights. You must hide yourself from yourself. Gaze upon these, the world's greatest simulations of people who have their shit together. But there's one fatal flaw to reach these heights. You must hide yourself from yourself. Gaze upon these abusive deities. 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 Deities. This one dominatrix I know dresses like the Blues Brothers. I'm pretty sure she's on a mission from God. This world is changed by empaths and sociopaths, and everybody else is along for the ride. I don't know how long children need a father, and my family needs a leader. And I've gotta be a strong and patient man. This world is pushed and pulled by empaths and sociopaths. This much I truly understand. I've been drafted and placed into a very important role in the eternal tug of war to change the nature of the soul. Every week our congregation gathers in the night to cast out personal demons and make each other whole. Now that I've done 4 dimes, this much I know. The world is not a worst case scenario. I understand the times and I figured out the flow. I used to dream of my departure, but now I don't wanna go anywhere I can't come back from. Anywhere I can't come back from. Sleepyhead, good morning. Slept through the distant early warning, but no bombs fell and no fires raged. So now we enter a distinct new phase of rewiring our biology to interface with technology. The end of corporations and nations is when we mass produce replication. And someday you'll wake up to the wired world calling. Photographic memory, bye-bye individuality. We'll say it was a curse but also a blessing. The main reason why we were stressing. Chicken. Digital flowers will grow where you fall. The fate of the all-natural. We used to look down on bees and ants, but that was back when we had to wear the pants. Now that we're integrating into larger process, we can clean up each and every mess. Now video killed the radio star. The internet killed stores, and real life isn't real since the virtual killed doors. We used to look down on ants and bees. Men ruled the roost and women had to say please. But this process of becoming our phones will turn us into armored, jellied, sexless clones. Philosophers are all in limbo, and their work is almost complete. The acceleration out of hibernation is gonna knock us all off our feet. We'll see the hardest of dehumanized businessmen crying like babies in the street. Thumb-sucking bullies in cop cars and buses feel love for the first time since their mother's teeth. you were closed, but now you're open. And in the face of defeat, you're still hoping. And the sky that was falling is just an illusion. It can't hurt you none. You were ill, but now you're feeling better. Feel the warm, sticky call of the pouch womb to be born again somewhere new, where everyone's waiting for you. Philosophers are all in limbo, and their very existence is at stake. They can lie to keep themselves in the old routines, but the old routines will never get me safe from the assault of the Aquarian liberators who think that all they came before is shit. The finest of organic fertilizer, gonna grow utopia out of it. You were sick, but now you're well again, and there's so much work to do. You've been born again somewhere new, and everyone's waiting for you. The assault of the Aquarian liberators who think that all that came before is shit. It's the finest organic fertilizer, gonna grow utopia out of it. They tried to crash our party, tried to piss on our hospitality, and now it's time to remove them from our home. We tried to help and think our way, to care and share and give away, and they replied, we'll be gnawing on your bones. They live to self-devour, chasing illusions of power, but they end up becoming infinitely small. But we won't put up with your insults, don't care bears or asshole angels, and you've forgotten we can eat your souls. They tried to crash our party, tried to strip us of our humanity, and now it's time to remove them from our home. We're gonna make them think our way, to care and share and give away. Ain't nobody gonna eat nobody's bones. People with creativity to blot out our grand escape. People with desire to know all that can be known. People whose minds can still be blown. Existence is a yogic discipline, making the physical out of dream. Remedy the universal of shortage to make reality out of dream. The uphill climb is worth it to manifest this beautiful dream. More than a chance of red tape. People with creativity to find out our great escape. People with tenacity to fill the largest ocean. People with capacity for unlimited devotion. 500 liters trapped inside an 18-wheeler. Good thing Mendoza brought the jaws of life. Freed inside an hour and shot dead before dawn. We couldn't let the opportunity slip by. 5 worlds later and look what we've built. The men all have tits and the women wear kilts. And all the work is done by lunch. Now your question's answered. The champion's been signed to a long-term contract in person and in mind. She's gonna beat them in their own backyard. She's gonna beat them to the punch. Agribusiness, parasitic, vulturistic culture of animalistic husbandry, bondage, porn, and sausage on the breakfast table each morn. Seriously, does your mom clean house and a dress? 5 worlds later and look what we've built. The men all have tits and the women wear kilts. And all the work is done by lunch. The church does not save the little children who dare to wander far from the flock. The congregation will ostracize them, wash their mouths out with soap if they talk, and put them in boxes both figurative and metal, where they wear the emblazoned crests of the devices of torture. Welcome to a layer of hell so confusing. A sharp shock will give you 6 colors of bruising in the shape of a universe forming like a hive of destiny bees swarming to sting or to gather, but maybe they'd rather all go separate ways. To sting or to gather, but maybe they'd rather all go their own separate ways. The Savior's gonna save the little children, so the children must save their own selves and rise from the position of spawn for the slave trade to the kickers of Santa's own elves, and unionize the poor and hop around the hole in the ozone which spawns clones of coal, with heartstrings as black as a strike attack in the mountains of Kentucky fracking holes. Welcome to a layer of hell so fucking backwards that the good men just get strangled with their own words. And the masses turn their ears off, close their eye holes, make their mind soft, and suck up the screen gem germs. Oh, you silly boy, oh, you silly girl, don't sweat the pig's none, just make the pearl. She said, oh, you silly boy, oh, you silly girl, don't sweat the pig's none, just make the pearl. Just make the pearl. glory, you're finally sane. When I touch you, no one's alone. Hallelujah, I'm finally home. When I hurt you, I feel the pain. Hallelujah, I'm finally sane. When I touch you, no one's alone. Hallelujah, I'm finally home. Hallelujah, I'm finally home. Hallelujah, I'm finally home. In a past life, I was a sick doctor. Never could heal myself at all. I absorbed my patients' sorrows, gave them life for more tomorrows. Then I died a ghastly death. Good sir, I cannot help you, 'cause you've lost the light in your eyes. One with the light in their eyes will never truly grow old. Although someday you'll surely die, you'll die young. Although you'll surely die, you'll die young. Although you'll surely die, you'll die young. Although someday you'll die young. Composite soul remnants from temples as batteries, prayer residue. Translate emotional to physical, just from me to you, prayer residue. There are special circumstances, please bear that in mind. If I've no faith in you, I might as well be blind. These are special circumstances, bear that in mind. If you have no faith in me, you might as well be blind to the floaters in your eye, your brain's waste products, prayer residue, prayer residue. When I pray, I think I'm alone, but when I'm in a crowd, I think I'm praying. I preach what I preach, but not too loud, 'cause people don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Composite soul remnants from temples as batteries. Prayer residue, prayer residue, prayer residue. When I pray, I think I'm alone, but when I'm in a crowd, I think I'm praying. I preach what I preach, but not too loud, 'cause people don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Whiskey helps me compensate for the parts of my life that aren't so great. If it wasn't for these multiple personalities, I would be stone drunk in 6 different realities. Got 5 wives and 7 different families, all of them living in abject poverty, swindling the garbage man for first digging privileges, selling all the choicest finds to neighboring villages. 15 sticks of dynamite will blow up this boat. Make sure that it's insured, because soon it won't even float. And if your dreams of smuggling opera gloves don't come to fruition, $15,000 is the price of your next mission. Teaching Sandinista refugees the art of telemarketing. English is the language, selling wall-to-wall carpeting. Anywhere the dollar flows, I've got a hotel room booked. Just register and drag and say you're Alistair Cook. And your TV show is seen in over 17 languages. And if you count Swahili twice, you'll bring back the hostages. Cause flattery is currency in African tribal meetings. Trade the AIDS for hand grenades, they're giving out vengeance beatings. Beat up on the astral planes, the price you'll have to pay for all these lovely chemicals that are floating in our brains. Choicest products born in New Jersey labs. Keep you free from vice at half the price and kill off all of your crabs. So all your circle jerks and potlucks can proceed without caution. If you jerk off in the onion dip, please use lemony lotion. Can't reverse the flow of protein, now you've pissed off all the vegans. While cannibals in khakis cite the Pledge of Allegiance to their screaming, crying victims out of refrigeration, separated from their limbs and boiling up like crustaceans. These times are dirty, dirty, and they're clogging up the filters. As for Jennifer, who got away, they probably should have killed her. Probably should have killed her. Cause she's a learned state policeman, but they just don't believe her. Sitting idly at the counter watching Leaving the Beaver. They never did belong here, and tomorrow night after work, they'll volunteer for slavery in regiments of 2 or 3. The end of our society is present in their notion that we all need high-flow toilets now to drain off all the oceans, so we can walk from here to Tokyo to show our devotion to the roar, 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 roar of the tigers in flight, touching down over Nagoya in the middle of the night. Road game at the Dragons, fuck the carp and fuck the giants, to the roar, 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 roar of the tigers in flight, touching down over Nagoya in the middle of the night. Road game at the Dragons, fuck the carp and fuck the giants. Speak in tongues. 40% of Christians speak in tongues. 80% of Christians speak in tongues. They're ready for this trial to be done. All the angry outcasts want more drugs. want more drugs. They're ready for this trial to be done. Don't go trying to be too clever. There's no security anywhere ever. Are you afraid to die? That's not too bright. But is the radio? The tunes from the stars tonight. 20% of anarchists have no fun. 40% of anarchists have no fun. 80% of anarchists have no fun. They're ready for this trial to be done. 80% of Republicans cannot come. 90% of Republicans cannot come. 100% of Republicans cannot come. They're ready for this trial to be done. Don't be trying to be too clever. There's no security anywhere ever. Are you afraid to die? That's not too bright. But it's the radio, the tunes from the stars at night. Don't be trying to be too clever. There's no security anywhere ever. Are you afraid to die? That's not too bright. But it's the radio, the tunes from the stars at night. You want gratitude to be delivered to you upon a silver platter. You want the thrill of the old days before ice and sin. All we can offer is a complimentary bag of dreams and aspirations. Just beware of the hole within. Unable to breathe, the hoof calls upon the mouth for want of a new name. I see your mind's eye is unable to read the colors of the fall. Dark clouds will never offer their shade again. The trees are laughing at the broken necks of runaway passengers. There are no second chances, so get it right the first time. And you will learn to live in the rocks and rarely ever die. There are no second chances, so get it right the first time.
In the domain of Russell, satellites make the rain. The truth is for sale, beamed directly to the brain. Russell tended to believe his tongue more than he believed his eyes. So the fact that he killed 9 people in a motor vehicle won't come as that much of a surprise. He was kind until cut off, jubilant till tailgated. Flashed into a rage at the first insult. Now he's the leader of a chastity cult. In the principality of Russell, television causes pain. The truth is for sale, and beamed directly to the brain.
some stayed because they were afraid and contented with life without talk. Cause incense and fear only get you so far when you're turning into biscuits at Neverland Bar. Juices and alcohol, wedges on the edges, wine in the coke can, a flask in the hedges. A flask in the hedges. Flask in the hedges. A flask in the hedges. Beta versus VHS. cannot resist this sentient cacti will rise again and take over Ascon. Relegate the humanoids to feedstock and pets. Fly roots and all on well water jets. No one knows when this terror reign will end. Trapped in cages of spies, me and my friends. We've got one last hope, one last way to cope. We're smoking the shit out of artisan dope. Artisan dope, artisan dope in a cactus world. Artisan dope in a cactus world. Artisan dope in a cactus world. Trapping high, every boy and girl. Trapping high, every boy and girl. Artisan dope in a cactus world. The flame in her proximity. She's an echoing accident monopoly. We have the night silver object with an audible epic lie. Carve out an inch in the oil age. A civil chorus in close proximity to the vixens of the original sin. Counterbalance impatience's evil twin. And I see a silly little grin on the face of Dayton, Ohio, a city that cannot even dare to move. And I see a growing sadness on the face of Sacramento, drowning or completely dry. And as your orbit cycle wanes, you will wake up with the pains of being someone you might have never ever thought you'd know. As your orbit cycle wanes, you will wake up with the pains of being someone that you might not have ever thought you'd know. Operators are standing by, so go ahead and place your order. I am open, free and open. You'll run your dirty little hands down across my border. Operators are standing by, so place your order. I'm open, free and open. Go run your dirty little hands across my border. Operators are standing by, so place your order. I am open, free and open. Your hands across my border. These naive young babes are not yet to know. These naive young babes are not yet to know. Well, maybe these naive young babes are not yet to know. These naive young babes are not yet to know. Well, baby, how to live with sorrow of eating their babies. How to live with sorrow of eating their babies. How to live with sorrow of eating their babies. How to live with sorrow of eating their babies. She lived with the sorrow of eating her babies. She lived with the sorrow of eating her babies. She lived with the sorrow of eating her babies. She lived with the sorrow of eating her babies. How to live with the sorrow of eating your babies. How to live with the sorrow of eating your babies. How to live with the sorrow of eating your babies. How to live with the sorrow of eating your babies. As your orbit cycle wanes and you wake up with the pains of being someone you might have never thought you'd be. As your orbit cycle wanes and you wake up with the pains of being someone you might have never thought you'd be. Operators are standing by, so go ahead and place your order. I am open, free and I'm open to home and go run your dirty little heads across my border. You can make all the money in the world, but you're still gonna be poor. You can have everything you want, but you're still gonna be bored. All my rich and wealthy friends seem so damn naive, yet I stick around to drink their wine and give them grief. You can be as optimistic as you want, but the feeling's fleeting. Fighting for every inch, taking one hell of a beating. All my social justice friends seem so damn naive, yet I stick around cause I admire the strength of their belief. But I have trouble fighting this non-violent war. I wanna get a can of gas and set fire to the company store. Set fire to the nation, set fire to the world. Create a new sun, a supernova like a flag unfurled. You can be as angry as you want, but it's not very potent. Flood your fist till you fall down, it still won't stop the ocean. All my apocalyptic friends seem so damn naive, yet I stick around cause they always have the best weed. I can be a pessimist until the cows come home, and the mighty porcine Air Force flies formations over Rome. But this weary point of view is so goddamn naive, it doesn't leave me any leeway to get the connectedness I need. That destruction's been done before, it's been done to death. There's no new ground to break, no creative frontier left. So if a bright young poet wants to leave a lasting mark, she should fire up a torch and bring more light to the retreating dark. Friends, the adepts understand the infinite. Arrow 31. Arrow 31. We drive till the orgasms come in circles above the surface of the water, above the waves that beat the shoreline, into sandy soft submission. We see things that detractors would prefer to avoid. They get all defensive and say we're paranoid. So we're Vermont stubborn and California detached, and we legs in their sores intending to hatch. And then we make love on the shore and breed a new batch. Arrow 31. Arrow 31, star 52. Arrow 31. Arrow 31, star 52. We fuck until the orgasms come in circles above the surface of our consciousness. We fuck until the orgasms come in circles above the surface of our consciousness. Arrow 31. Arrow 31, star 52. Arrow 31. Arrow 31, star 52. We fuck until the orgasms come in circles above the surface of our integrated consciousness. We fuck until the orgasms come in circles above our integrated consciousness. We live forever because we eat the tree of life, and we become so incredibly bored. We wish that we could die and go to heaven and eat the flesh of an invented Lord. We wish we could incarnate and be human and fuck drunk truckers in the back of the Ford. We wish we could incarnate as He-Man and sell Grayskull out to the evil horde. We see this nugget of wisdom to destroy the precious gold. And in the paraphrased words of a disgraced pederast, we hope to die before we grow old. As for us, we'll live forever in one of another of our multiple forms. And to those of you who will serve us till the blitz, first come the magnesium chains, then we'll grow your wrists. Well, these tears hit the jackpot 'cause the music's playing upside down. And it's all my fault. And I know nobody's listening, but our skins are soft and glistening, turning red in the sun. There's simplistic views of suicide and uselessness of human pride are making me lose faith in jackpot 'cause the world is turning upside down. And it's all my fault. And I know nobody's fighting 'cause they're all too busy hiding from what they're meant to become. And these fatalistic attitudes they're getting from the TV news are gonna be the death of us all. A little bit restless, a little bit insane, babbling about the antics of celebrity names. It's times like these that we turn tail and run. Our skins are soft and glistening, turning red in the sun. There are devices that shall not be named. There are relatives that shall not be named. As I put together this wet rotting puzzle, I take a few liberties to fill in the gaps. It's not hard to find a willing volunteer when one begrudging turn deserves another. It's not hard to find a willing volunteer. And that's why I profess my love for all the crew. We are things that grow from the sides of things. We are the reason that the cage bird sings. We are things that grow from the sides of things. We are the reason that the cage bird sings. I've got a reclamation artifact in my closet. I've gotta give it to you to put your tools into. To bless all your art and do my little part. 'Cause my love has been yours since well before the start. got to make this body match up with this mind in this world that's so often cruel and unkind. If I can't be myself, who the fuck can I be? If you choose not to see, then you make yourself blind. Next time you see me, I won't look the same. I'll have a new purpose and I'll have a new name. But you ain't lost no one, I've just found myself. And now that I'm stronger, I think I can help. In this world of winners and losers, if you know winners and losers, secret is the losers could have been winners if they hadn't been knocked down by abusers. Hands raised, even anger or wrong. Hands up, even fear or prey. Hands raised in unity are strong. When society is fractured and gone. A certain way that you want things to go. A certain path for reality to flow. If it harms none but warriors in the same war. If it harms none but gamblers on the same floor. Claim it, name it, give it, and live it. I have this confidence. I spread it on, and we win, win, win. I haven't looked back before or since. We march on, and we win, win, win. We win, win. Good night, everybody.